The snake woman, freshly captured and tightly bound by her arms, screams uncontrollably in agony as her close friend repeatedly injects toxin into her body. Yet the poison unintentionally triggers her monstrous bloodline, causing her massive serpent tail to thrash violently as her eyes glare with fierce rage. Despite her close friend continuously injecting the poison, the snake woman roars in agony as her hands mutate into dark-scaled claws, her massive serpent tail thrashing violently to shake the ground. Seeing her sharp fangs and glowing red eyes filled with rage, her close friend instantly freezes in utter terror. Terrified by the snake woman's killing eyes and sharp fangs, her close friend stumbles back in fear and tries to reassure her. "Don't be afraid. I only want to help you. Now let me inject you one more time." But at that moment, the evil witch stands watching from afar. Despite the snake woman furiously threatening, "If you dare do anything else, I won't spare you," her friend still relentlessly steps forward to continue the injection. Despite the evil witch watching from afar, her close friend still charges forward with the syringe to inject her again, but the snake woman instantly thrashes and knocks her brawling to the ground. Right after, the friend looks up at the snake woman, hastily grabs her bag, and stands up. The close friend gets up holding her bag and slowly steps closer to the snake woman. But right at that moment, she suddenly notices the evil witch sitting nearby with a sinister smile, watching them both. As the witch reveals her demonic forma, shadowy figure with glowing eyes and razor-sharp fangs, the friend gasps in horror and freezes in sheer terror. Terrified by the evil witch's threatening demonic face, the close friend turns around in panic and swiftly runs into the wooden house. Right at that moment, the witch is suddenly shot directly in the chest by a young man hiding behind the fence, using a slingshot, causing her to collapse instantly before he cautiously approaches to inspect. The young man slowly approaches and aims his gun directly at the witch. But the snake woman beside her arrogantly bares her fangs and roars fiercely. He turns to look at the snake woman and then glances back, only to find the witch has vanished into thin air, leaving him in shock as he climbs onto the wooden platform, aiming his gun around, but the witch is nowhere to be seen. Failing to find the witch on the wooden platform, the young man returns with his gun to guard the snake woman as she thrashes and roars furiously. Meanwhile, deep in the dark forest, two armed young men cautiously tread through the dangerous territory. As the two members of the hunting group cautiously make their way through the gloomy forest while talking to each other, a strange woman in a white dress suddenly appears in the distance, alongside a snake, crawling on a dry tree stump, leaving them looking around with a chilling sense of dread. Seeing the woman in the white dress, weeping softly as she walks through the woods, the two members of the hunting group immediately raise their gun and approach with caution. But as she turns her face to look at them, revealing she is actually the snake woman, both of them instantly stand frozen in utter shock and disbelief. While the two men remain bewildered, the snake woman suddenly flashes a sinister smile. One of them aims his gun, shouting suspiciously, "Weren't you tied up back at the house? How are you here now?" And instantly her face mutates with dark demonic cracks and a chilling glare, leaving both men staring in utter shock and raising their guard to high alert. Facing the panicked men with a gun and sword, aimed straight at her, the snake woman spins around, transforming into the black-robed witch. Before they can even blink in disbelief, she unleashes a dark blast with a terrifying glare, causing a massive explosion that sends both men flying. The fierce explosion sends the two men flying and collapsing unconscious onto the ground. Watching her fallen enemies with a triumphant smirk, the witch instantly teleports back to the snake woman, leaving the snake woman turning to look at her in complete astonishment. Right at this moment, the group surrounds the snake woman and the witch, aiming a gun and holding a sword close to her neck, making the atmosphere intensely tense. The snake woman can only roar in helpless rage under the group's tight control. Right at this moment, the witch reveals that the snake woman is not carrying a calf, but her own child. The revelation leaves the girl in the group asking in shock, while the snake woman stares down at her belly in horror before the witch violently grabs her mouth. Right at this moment, the witch declares that since the snake woman killed her child, she must now bear her a new one. Laughing maniacally, she points and warns she will end anyone who dares touch the child. Just as the armed man readies to pull the trigger, she strikes first with a deadly blast that sends everyone flying to the ground. After knocking everyone down, the witch laughs maniacally into the sky and steps forward to untie the snake woman. Grasping her hand, the witch summons her magic to soar into the heavens alongside her, disappearing high into the clouds above the vast mountains as their defeated foes look on helplessly.